are used for recurrent and administrative purposes, while for CDF, only 5% is used for administrative purposes. So the net effect is that out of the small amount of money like 42 billion or 45 billion or 53 or so, it is being felt. But the 450 billion that is going to counties, only about 50 billion are the ones that go to development. And in that also, the governors will follow to I think we should disband the counties altogether.
Your point. Yes, Kainan.
And I want my colleagues to listen to me. Mr. Speaker, I was in this parliament just like you are.
Next to you.
I want my colleagues to listen to this, Mr. Speaker. CDF did not just come out of the blues. CDF was a product of a well-calculated evaluation by the members who are there, Mr. Speaker, who are tired with the manipulations of the executive then, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you are aware that even Parliament here was a department of office of the President then. Mr. Speaker, you are also aware our clerk and everybody else was secondees from the directed special branch, Mr. Speaker, and CID and special DOs. Mr. Speaker, what we did was to give members of Parliament an effective, workable, people-friendly platform to deliver development to their constituents, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, over the years, we have seen a gradual increment of CDF allocations. What is surprising under this House, and this is what I want to say, Mr. Speaker, 1 month to the end of financial year, you are yet to receive even something commensurate with the first quarter of the financial year. Yet we are here advocating for everything else. Right now, CDF is under threat. And I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker, very sincerely for that decision of the Supreme Court. I know without your input, without all the brains, legal brains that you have put together, even that judgment will not have been possible. I want to accord on behalf of these members here, as the father of this House, that we thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I haven't said this. There is something that we can't run away from. It is members of Parliament who oversight CDF. It is members of Parliament who oversight KERA. It's members of Parliament. Why have we thrown our mandate to the dustbin? Where is the chairman of CDF? Where is the chairman of Road? I want to tell you, members, we have a club of greedy governors, whose only interest is to amass wealth, usurp national roles, and get money. If those are the people today you want to sit here and empower, I will tell you, this House is going to be the worst House in the history of this country. I want you to stand up for your right, resist. The Minister for Transport must come and ensure that the remaining allocation of CDF, of roads, is sent. The chairman, NCDF, through the minister, must also release. I want to tell you, Mr. Speaker, you are a lawyer. You were here when we fought for the current constitution. Some of us who come from regions that have been disadvantaged over the years, through skewed administrative practices, Mr. Speaker, fought for equalization. Equalization right now is not working, courtesy of these greedy governors, Mr. Speaker. They have gone to court, they have stopped it, Mr. Speaker. I want to ask as leadership, let us suspend everything else, members. Yes. Let us suspend everything else until the question of KERA, Kura, let's adjourn, CDF is sorted out. No more business. No more business. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Chikati.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Order.
Mr. Speaker, from what my colleagues DK and Kainan have presented, and given the mood of the House, I kindly request you, Mr. Speaker, to direct the suspension of the proceedings until tomorrow, Speaker.
Order.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes.
Order. Order. Order, honorable members. Order. Order. Honorable members, order. Take your seats. Take your seats. Honorable members, take your seats. Take your seats. There's no matter before the House to put the question. Honorable members, I want to encourage you. This is your house. And you are the nerve center of everything in this country. You appropriate, you oversight, you legislate, you represent. You have the power in your hands. And I want to encourage you that it will be a very unwise decision to do what some of us are asking to do. For the simple reason, order, honorable members. I am your speaker, you elected me. And I have a duty to lead you and advise you. Is that Kimilo or Mwalio, who is looking very agitated? Kimilo, unajua kuna kitabu kiliandikwa na Mwalimu Nyerere. Fisi alikuwa anakunywa maji kwa mto, na kondoo pia alikuwa anakunywa maji kwa huo mto. Fisi alikuwa anakunywa kule maji natoka, kondoo chini kwenye maji naenda. Halafu fisi akauliza kondoo, mbona unanichafulia maji? Kondoo akasema, maji natoka kwako inakuja kwangu, nimeichafua namna gani? Akasema, kama hujachafua, kwa nini ulinitusi mwaka uliopita? Kondoo akasema, mzee, mwaka uliopita nilikuwa sijazaliwa, nilizaliwa juzi. Akasema, kama si wewe, ni baba yako ndiye alinitusi. Haja yake ilikuwa ni kumshika amule. Mwenye atakaye kufanya jambo lenye halifai hahitaji sababu. Anaitwa hasidi. Hakuna mahasidi kwa hii bunge. You are all honorable members of parliament. And I want to encourage you again, members of the House Business Committee, the minority leader, the majority leader, they know what we have been doing to fight for CDF. They know how much resistance we have put against your detractors. And for the record, members, I have been in this house before CDF, during CDF. And I don't want to talk about after CDF because there will be no after CDF. Because CDF is here to stay. And it will always be there. It is very easy. In one of the parliaments where we were with Farah and Kainan, we had 3 members in this house. One called John Koech, another one called Jimmy Angwenyi, and the third one was, who was the third one, Kainan? No, Ologo was much earlier. They used on behalf of this house, and they were holding no positions, to walk to the treasury and frog-march the minister to this house to tell you as members about CDF. It is an extremely cowardly act for members of parliament with all the powers under the constitution in your hands to boycott your work. It will be a very cowardly act, I can assure you, because as a house, you have impeached a minister, you have impeached a deputy president, you have powers in your hands. How do you run away from your own house? This is the big question. So I want to ask you, give the House an opportunity tomorrow to listen to a response to a very noble point of order raised by the member for Bumula. And it is only tomorrow, not the next day, not Thursday, not Friday, tomorrow at 2:30. If you agree with your speaker, we go on with the business. If you don't agree, those of you who are not keen to carry on with business, don't disrupt the house. Let those who want to have business go on with business. But as I finish, let me now give the majority leader an opportunity to tell us about the issue of the CDF.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, as you rightly say, is a matter that we discussed even within the House Business Committee, because as a member for Bumula said last week in his point of order, CDF is not money going to these members of parliament. And these members of parliament are elected by their people to come and represent them in this house. And part of that representation is to advocate for resources that will go, especially to vulnerable children, who up to today, there are some constituencies where children are yet to get funding for bursaries, Honorable Speaker. And it is also not lost on many people in the country that with the advisory by the Comptroller of Budget on bursaries from county governments going to our vulnerable children, it is only NGCDF that is left now to help these children. And many people, especially those who are college-going students, Honorable Speaker, are waiting for these bursaries. And the best that we can do as a house is to hold the cabinet secretary and the principal secretaries to account as to why they cannot disburse NGCDF in time. Honorable Speaker, previously, and this is a commitment that we got from the National Treasury, that before the end of the financial year, which has only 2 months to go, they will have disbursed all the money that should be going to NGCDF. Honorable Speaker, I want to agree with you then, it is only less than 24 hours for the cabinet secretary to appear before the House. And I want to encourage members, because most Wednesdays, we are not usually very many when CSAs are here to answer questions. This is a time to hold the cabinet secretary to account for his words, because it is him who committed that we will get disbursements every month to ensure that by the end of June, we have all our money disbursed. Therefore, whatever magic he will do between now and the 30th of June, 100% of NGCDF must be disbursed, Honorable Speaker. And tomorrow, if John Buddy is listening to this, he has sat where we are sitting. He knows what NGCDF is to the people of Kenya. And let me repeat, Honorable Speaker, what NGCDF is to the people of Kenya, not to members of parliament. These members of parliament will still earn their salaries, will still go about their representation and oversight work without NGCDF. But NGCDF means a lot to the people of Kenya. There are places where children will not go to school, not just about bursaries, Honorable Speaker. I have seen the national government now priding itself in having built over 14,000 classrooms over the last 1 year. But the amount of classrooms that NGCDF does around the country in a year is probably triple that number. And it is only through NGCDF that children access school, that some communities have security through the construction of police posts and police stations, Honorable Speaker. And we are lifting off a very huge burden through NGCDF from the national government. And therefore, the CS, National Treasury, has no choice. Tomorrow, he must come prepared. If not with his words, he must come prepared with his checkbook. Tomorrow, it is pesa, pesa, and pesa to NGCDF. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Junet, all the honorable members. Order, Wario. Those children up there are watching you and you are a leader. Order.
Mr. Speaker, first I want to appreciate the guidance you've given to the House. Mr. Speaker, this CDF fund has a lot of enemies, Mr. Speaker, for no apparent reason. There are many people who are fighting the CDF because they don't have, I think, the right information about CDF. Mr. Speaker, the county governments and devolution has been in existence in this country now for the last 10 years. It is, I think, imperative now for Kenyans to take stock of what has happened through devolution from inception, Mr. Speaker, from 2013 up to now. Because, Mr. Speaker, CDF funds has the least administrative expenditure, Mr. Speaker, unlike counties where they spend all their monies in recurrent expenditure. Mr. Speaker, this is one fund that goes directly to schools, directly to people, to children who want to study.